You're ready? Alright, man. Yo, what up? This is the man, the barber, the motherfucking content provider, Rosas Cut. Fuck, I fucked that shit up, but it's cool, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. See, man, I don't know, man. Y'all know what the name of the podcast is, man.
Yes,
Fuck.
yes.
I practiced that shit all week, man.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian.
Yes, sir.
Coming to you from the cave, the man cave.
Hey, man, we're making it work, man. You know what I'm saying? We're making it work.
Yeah,
bro.
we're making it work.
Yes, sir.
It's cool, you know. It's progress. It's a progress. You know what I mean? So.
Hell yeah, bro. How
So
you
what's
been,
up,
though, man?
man?
Everything cool?
Everything's good, man.
Already people asking me like, yo, what happened? You stopped doing the podcast? I'm like, bro, it's only been a week, man. Chill the fuck out, man.
We had to take a break, you know, but we back, man. We back. We
Yeah,
coming
man.
strong.
What's been going on though, man? In the
Man.
fucking media world. Hey, we missed the episode that should have been breaking news.
Oh yeah.
Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner just broke up.
They
Man,
just broke
that
up.
is some bullshit. not that they broke up. It's some bullshit that they're saying is breaking news. Like, who the fuck cares, bro? I don't give.
Nah, I mean, I care.
I
man.
don't give two fucks,
No,
bro.
I'm
Why
not.
would I care about somebody else's relationship?
I
Like,
don't care.
do they care? Hey, all right. Do they care about a regular ass person who breaks up with somebody? No, that shit happens every day.
That shit, yeah. Every people break up every day.
Yeah, so how the fuck is that breaking news? Why would I
Like-
want to see that on my feed?
Like
bro?
they say in Paid in Full, people break up every day, B.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, B? Like, for real, bro. Like, that was some bullshit. That shit was flooding the timeline, bro. I was on IG. I was on fucking YouTube, everywhere, bro. I'm like, goodness gracious, bro.
And now they're coming out with that she's pregnant. She's having a baby.
Man.
It's like what? Like
I don't know.
this is, man. It's like the crazy. It's just crazy the world we live in, man. It's like Kylie Jenner's is big news because she broke up with Travis Scott. Like,
Yo, I mean, I think it's more impressive that it's more impressive that
Don't we have better things to worry about?
That's what I'm saying, bro. If y'all gonna focus on her, then and people love that shit, they're entertained or whatever.
Right.
Like the shit that's more impressive is that she's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? A billionaire. Her sisters ain't they're no billionaires. They're millionaires and shit, but she's a billionaire. You're gonna talk about something of some substance about her.
Let us know how she made her billies.
Yeah,
or how she's making a billy. If she's really making a billy.
Or focus on Travis Scott. I think did he drop a new album or a new song?
He dropped a new album. He's dropping a new song. He's putting out music. He's doing his thing.
That's what they gotta focus on. Don't focus on some bullshit. Oh, breaking news. Man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm good. You know, I don't need to listen to that. I don't care about it. So
yeah,
it's all good.
It is what it is, man.
So
I ain't tripping. Anyway,
I'm not
man,
worried about it.
There's some more bullshit going on, man.
Did you hear?
Man, go ahead.
Hold up.
Break it.
Did you hear?
Breaking news.
Oh! Tekashi got a deal, man.
Man,
He got a deal from jail.
Get the fuck out
I
of
can't
here.
even get a deal with my little kid, you know?
So
this guy's getting a deal in jail. And
So-
I can't even make a deal with my kid to clean up his room. I'm like, I'm gonna give you a cookie if you clean up your room. He's like, no way, you gotta give me 2. I'm like, alright, well,
Yo.
I don't know. Now we gotta negotiate. So
Man,
but this guy's getting a deal. And what'd you hear? How much was it? How much was the deal?
15 mil.
15 million?
Million, boy.
To sign with a record label.
I don't know if he already signed. Do you know who he signed with?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But now I heard that he's getting released in December instead of, what was it, like January or February?
Yeah.
Now he's getting released in December. That's what I heard this year. So
Okay.
he may be coming home soon, man, and he's telling on everybody. He told everything. So why do they need to keep him in there, any longer?
That's true.
So-
But the thing is, they're saying that sources are saying that it's because they want to sign him because if he gets killed or if somebody comes after him and he dies, his records are gonna go through the roof. So they're gonna make a bunch of money. Like the record labels are gonna make a bunch of money if something happens to him.
Because they have his catalog.
Yeah,
they have his music.
catalog and shit. So I mean, what do you think about that? Like, there's 2 sides basically. There's the fact that this dude who's been snitching, going crazy, You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Snitching on everybody. He's getting 15 mil, and it could possibly work. Him snitching on tracks, talking about how he's snitching shit. That shit could possibly be the new wave, or is it more fucked up that record labels are trying to sign him because something might or could happen to him?
I mean, honestly, I think that he could, in this climate, a lot of people don't care if he snitched or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I don't care. And I'm assuming there's a lot of people out there like me, because I heard that most of his fans anyway are kids from like the suburbs who don't really live that life. They just want to hear it. And it's more like entertainment rather than something that they're involved in.
It's fitting in a way because them kids from the suburbs, they're not really, they don't really want to live it. They just want to hear that shit. They don't care. They're not really gonna go out there and
they're not gonna
try to be on some real shit.
I mean, they might, but have fun. It's entertaining, and I guess his concerts are lit, whatnot.
Let's be honest, man. There's no real niggas who are gonna listen to that dude. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. It's crazy what could happen, literally, bro. He might make this shit work.
It might work for him.
Or it might just backfire and the fucking record labels are fucking gonna get looted. But I don't want to say nobody deserves something bad happening to him.
I mean, I don't think he deserves it because...
But he certainly has something, might like definitely have something like a price on his head, you know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers don't fuck with him anymore.
There's things like, for example, it can get complicated because supposedly they already had other people snitching on the 9 Trey gang and on Shoddy and all these other people. They already had other people snitching. You know what I mean? So supposedly Tekashi was just another. He was just another person snitching. He's important because he's a celebrity, but other than that, they can't use anything else against him because he's just another person snitching. The only thing is he's a celebrity, so he's getting all this clout off of it. Everybody's has their eye on him because he knows more about other celebrities too. Like for example, Jim Jones.
But what you think he has like some? He
doesn't have man. To be honest with you,
but
I think he could get away with it. I think if he's getting away with it now, but nothing happened to him in jail.
You think he already snitched or whatever, but do you think he still has more information on other people? Like he's gonna blackmail them if they don't try to fuck with him and shit?
I honestly don't know, man. And I think that, honestly, in my opinion, I think that he could get away with everything. He's getting away with it, man. He got away with it. He got in the industry, got away with that. He's in jail. He's getting away with it. He's getting out of jail.
Yeah.
Shotty got 15 years, man.
Yeah, bro. That's fucked up.
That's a long time. And the other dude, Mel Murda.
I mean, it is. And the thing they said he took it like a man and shit. He already knew. Because I mean, it's not
Tekashi or Shoddy?
No, Shoddy. It's not like he's innocent either. He was on some shit or whatever. It is what it is. But
they're not innocent. They're not innocent.
Yeah, but he took it like a man. But the thing that's a fuckboy shit is that Tekashi was as much part of that as anybody else. So why the fuck does he get to walk free? People gonna look at this shit sideways like, y'all really gonna give this cat 15 million? You know what I'm saying, for some fuckboy shit?
And I'm telling you, man, he's getting away with it.
It's gonna be a wave of people now. They're gonna think being a fuckboy to the max is fucking in.
Right.
It's gonna be insane, bro. People already doing some questionable shit on social media. Imagine now, bro.
When I was, younger, there was a lot of people doing questionable stuff at that point in my life. Things progress, man, and if people want to continue with this kind of attitude, then
come on, Phoebe. We're trying to record here. What are you doing? We're trying to record. You're trying to play. It's not gonna work out, Phoebe.
Phoebe's messing around.
I know you're trying to be part of the podcast and shit, but goodness gracious, just chill. I'm trying to make it happen for us.
Phoebe needs some bourbon.
Yeah, she needs some bourbon for real. She gonna
bourbon
try to make
on the house. I appreciate it.
She's trying to make it her presence.
What kind of bourbon is this, by the way?
Yo, by the way, this is a nice ass bourbon right here. It's called Weller's Reserve. Or fuck, I'm tripping. I am fucking stupid. My bad. That's when Buffalo Trace actually makes Weller's Reserve. This is Buffalo Trace. My bad. I thought I was sipping Weller's Reserve because it's the same color, bro. Y'all see? Yo, actually, man, go do me a favor. You see that green bottle over there?
There's a lot of bottles over there.
I know it's a lot. I mean, we ain't gonna let the camera see that shit. You know what I mean? That's all privacy shit over there. But go get that one right there. It's called Weller's. That green one right there for me, bro. Good looks.
Weller's.
So I'm gonna show everybody. It's that green one all the way to your right.
This one right here?
Yes, sir. So this is Buffalo Trace, actually, what we're sipping on. Buffalo Trace makes Weller's Reserve. They make Weller's Antique, E.H. Taylor. E.H. Taylor's a fucking great bourbon, too. They make Blanton's. They make like some of my favorite bourbons, bro. But right here, this is Weller's Reserve. This is another great bourbon. I'm gonna put this shit here, man. We could try this shit after we finish this one. If we finish, like,
yeah, we could try it out.
Yes, sir.
But the thing is, man, point blank period, Tekashi's getting away with it. That's it. There's nothing else you can do about it. If he dies, I would be surprised. Bro, they didn't kill, like Jay-Z said in that one song. You know, you kill Tentacion and you let George Zimmerman live.
Yeah,
the streets are done.
The streets is done. Bro.
Streets is done.
The streets is really done now. It's like, yo, what is the streets now? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
If you're not in the streets, if you don't live it and grew up in it, you're not gonna live by those rules.
People aren't in the streets. They're in the tweets, bro. That's what it is. They're in the tweets, bro. You know what I mean? They chirping.
Nah.
That's what's going on.
I mean, honestly, no. It's just he's gonna get away with it. If he's getting a record deal, it's over, man. The streets are done.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
Jay-Z said it a long time ago.
You already got it. Yeah, it's already like been foretold. I mean, I don't want to say we should have seen this shit coming, but we should have. I mean, honestly, man, that shit is wild, man. Fucking bullshit, man.
I mean, at this point, all we got. Are you gonna support him? Are you gonna buy his music? Are you gonna?
Bro, I never supported him in the first place. I'm definitely not gonna start now, especially now.
Nah, it is what it is, and if he becomes famous again and does his thing again,
I mean, he's already famous. It's not again. If he becomes a vibe again,
I mean,
that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be a nasty vibe.
It's
gonna be true.
Nah, it's wild, man.
That shit wild, man. Anyway, moving on, man. Fuck that dude, man. What's up with the boy, Wale, man? What's been going on with him? I know he dropped a new album. I forgot the fucking name.
His new album just dropped. Yeah.
What is the name of his album, bro? That shit, I like the title, man. I can't wait to listen to it.
Okay, man. let me
Wale, man, straight up, man. One of the best MCs out.
Underrated.
Most underrated, man. Honestly.
Wow, that's crazy. That's his. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Man, like I really want to like see what bag he gets into with this album. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is he gonna do more poppy shit? Is he gonna say how he feels? I think he's at his best when he just lets his emotions out.
Yeah.
And his feelings out. I feel like. And I hate to mention it because we do mention Kanye so far a lot.
Yeah. But
I feel like he's borderline pre-Kanye in a weird way. Like the way he is,
he's coming across.
And he elevates himself a little bit higher. He might come across similar to another Kanye, and you know what I'm saying, in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not, I don't know, kind of style are similar in a weird way, but they're basically completely opposite as well.
Oh yeah.
But there's some similarities there too. But
yeah, there's definitely some similarities. Wale, he's interesting dude, man. I like him a lot. I think he has a great flow. I think his style is nice. His catalog speaks for itself. He's a great lyricist. But he's coming up right now with some nice music, and on top of that, he's also letting his feelings out. I just saw one of his interviews, and he's talking about anxiety. He's talking about the pressure of the game. You know what I mean? As far as the industry, how it gets to him, how it makes him feel, and I think it's important that he's letting people know that it's okay to talk about your feelings and let people know how you feel, because often people think because you're famous, you're untouchable, or you're unbreakable, or you know you don't have any feelings because you're famous, you have all this money. But sometimes it's the opposite.
Yeah,
you could be real successful and you could be hurting.
And there's a lot of that shit out there, man. Like people gotta understand. And I mean, like us necessarily, we're not rich or anything, but everybody to a certain extent knows. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people don't know. Like, but money's not happiness at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the money in the world, but what's all the money in the world say if you don't have people who you love around you? Say you don't have a real circle around you. And a lot of these rich cats out here now, these millionaires, a lot of them, they don't really have a real circle around them. They got people who are moochers and shit, who want to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who want
vultures.
who just want to like feed off of your success or just ride the wave. But no, I mean, he's talking about it. He's letting people know that he's letting it out. He's exposing the game a little bit in a weird way, because obviously those guys, they're blessed. You know, they have money. They get to do what they love, but at the same time, there's also that one side to it where they're like, you know, it's not all glitz and glam. You know, it's not all perfect. So, yeah, he definitely let some stuff out. He's basically talking about like little things, even little things that go on in everyday, you know, life. Whether it's like, I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah.
But if I'm Wale, the way he explained it, it's like, oh, does Henry like me? Does he think I'm cool? Am I a good friend? Like things like that we normally think, you know, doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're poor, you normally think things like that.
Yeah, true.
You know, but some people just, it gets them harder. And I guess Wale, he's going through that in the industry where he feels like his peers don't really rock with him. He feels like the media is against him, and that kind of makes him feel a little hostile.
Yeah, but honestly, use that shit to your advantage.
He does use it to his advantage,
and you should. But
as humans,
it's toxic though. It's toxic.
It's toxic because it takes you over. Because then you let all those emotions, you let all those thoughts like overcome.
You know how little.
You know what I mean?
You know how little of something has to happen for you to feel that way, especially now with social media.
Exactly.
It could be like, for example, you could let me see. You could post a picture, and not a lot of people like it or some shit.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that should be insane, bro. Give me a sec, man. He be interrupting the vibes.
Hey, she's cool. She's cool, man.
I got it. She's gonna be even more cooler in a second.
She's doing her thing. What are you about to?
She about to be.
So you about to give her some snacks?
Yeah, man. She about to have some Scooby snacks real quick.
There it is.
Shit. You want this?
Buffalo Trace.
Go ahead, man. Be the commercial.
Not bad.
Buffalo Trace. He's advertising again. Yes, sir. If we're gonna advertise anything, man, it's gonna be bourbon on this podcast. Hey,
Buffalo
man.
Trace. Rosas Cut's finest now.
Yes, sir. Nah, man, that's another thing, bro. If I was to ever have a bourbon, bro, it would be called Rosas Cut.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Oh,
I'll put Rosas Cut on anything. You can put that shit on anything, fam. You feel me?
Oh man, but listen up, man. Like you were saying, the picture. Someone takes a picture, you feel like if you post a picture
and you don't get a lot of
likes or a lot of response, you feel like,
and it's weird because say you get a bunch of likes, oh, that shit's like fucking gasoline, like you feel fueled up, you know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, I'm popping. That shit's crazy.
I'm lit.
How the fuck that could happen? Because people are just living through other people.
Yeah, it's like the approval by the people.
Approval. Why though? That's the thing, man. You seen this Joker movie, bro?
Yeah, it's talking about that.
It's if you take that and watch this movie, how the approval of people and shit, like he wants people to think he's funny.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He had this like spoiler alert. If you haven't man, that's a loud ass bark again, messing up the vibe. But anyway, back to it. Quick commercial break. Damn, what's my train of thought, bro? The fuck were we in?
We talking about the Joker, how he wants to be like liked, and he wants to be funny.
It's like in a weird way, he wanted people's approval as far as like him being funny and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is a real spoiler alert, like I said. And I don't want to really ruin it.
You gotta watch it.
Some people gotta watch this shit, but you're gonna see what I'm talking about, and like when y'all watch it and shit, how he. In a weird way, he wants people's approval, but then towards the end, he finds himself, but in a crazy way.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing, taking a positive thing out of that movie and shit, because the movie's a great movie, but there's some negative shit people might not agree on. But Nah, taking the positive shit out of there, bro. He found himself. It might have been in a crazy way, but he still found himself, and he's like doing his thing, bro. He started feeling himself without people's approval, and when you're like that, when you know what I'm saying, when you go against the grain,
yeah,
people start realizing like, yo, this dude don't give a fuck, and then attention comes at you. You feel me?
So when he was seeking for it, it was like not working out.
Yeah, it's not working out. But then he said, "Fuck it," and then he found it without seeking it.
Seeking it, yeah.
And that's honestly, if y'all gonna do it, man, just be yourselves and shit. And then it's gonna find you. It's gonna find you regardless. Like, I'm not saying be like the Joker, but I'm taking the positive out of like that shit. Even though that shit wasn't positive the way he went about it, but. I'm just saying, man, like, don't try to chase it. Don't try to chase followers. Don't try to do all that bullshit. Just be you. Go against the grain. Don't try to be in the circle. Be out of the circle. You feel me? Eventually, everybody's going to catch up to what you're doing.
Eventually, everyone's going to understand what you're trying to put out there, so.
Yeah, and look, for example, like this podcast, like, yeah, we talk about celebrities. It may seem like
everyday life.
Yeah, we talk about everything. We don't got like this an exact niche. I can't put myself in a bubble and just talk about one single thing. That's not how I work. I need to talk about everything. But we're gonna talk about the media because people pay attention to that. People like listening to that. So I like listening to it too. I like hearing that shit. So we're gonna talk about it.
I mean, we every little thing that goes on, whether we're a part of it or not, whether we're paying attention, in a way, it kind of affects our culture, the way we live, our society. So, you may not like follow Kylie Jenner, but that's big news nowadays in society, whether you like it or not.
Whether you know like what I mean? Or not. Social media is a part of everyday life, whether we like it or not. So,
but touching on that topic about seeking approval, Wale also said that, and this was kind of a little bit interesting to me, and I don't know if I mean, you may have something to say about this, but about women doing their bodies. He said something interesting to me. He said, do you feel like women are getting surgery and doing all these things to please themselves, or because they see other females on social media do it, or if it's some kind of weird thing? And it's like seeking approval. Do you think women are doing it for approval? Do you think they're doing it for themselves? I mean, is that really necessary to catch a man's attention to do all that?
And also, I'm gonna also say with guys too, because guys be doing the same thing.
Guys don't go. They don't do surgery. You know what I mean? No. They don't like fix their nose or face. Just try to. From what I know,
but it's the same thing like when you're going out to the club and you try to look nice. Right?
Oh, that's different. I mean, that's different.
But
like, that's something simple. But I'm talking about altering your body.
They just use that shit in a different way. Like they go.
Oh, so you're talking about like the gym? Like maybe men are taking steroids to be bigger.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people do crazy shit.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Like, you know what I'm saying? People do crazy shit just to get attention. Especially, I don't blame them because they're getting attention, and a lot of them are getting paid.
Are you talking about?
A lot of them are chasing money. A lot of them, they're seeking attention. And I'm talking about both women and guys.
But now that you bring that up about the women, but it seems like it's more of the women doing it, because you see women, doing the lip fillers. They're getting their breast implants. They're getting their butt cheeks done. So it's like, and then they're on Instagram, and then they're like showing this life, and it's like
with the guys using roids and doing all this shit.
Oh yeah.
It's just the same.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've seen some dudes doing that too.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, there's dudes who get plastic surgery too. So I don't feel like it's only women who are doing it. They're just doing it in a different way, and it gets more attention than a guy
doing it.
You know what I'm saying? The thing what I'm saying, even girls like looking at girls. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, do you feel like those people are doing it for approval, or are they doing it for themselves? I mean, would you do that?
I wouldn't do that.
Would you go above and beyond just to be like, all right, I want these people on my Instagram to be like, oh, he got big muscles, or oh, he has.
This is how I look at it. For those who did that and got money, they're doing it for the money because they're getting a check.
Right.
They're getting attention, and attention gets you money. All right. But for those who don't get basically a check and they're just doing it, they're doing it for attention, but they have an end goal even though they don't know it or not.
Like they're trying to get,
to
get to a bigger level.
Yeah, they feel like if they get so much attention, eventually they're gonna get paid for their stunting. You know what I mean? At first, because it could be it's both, but at the end of the day, they're trying to get money off it. That's how I feel. But then there's people who would just, like a girl who will post a pic and she's showing this and that. This is a picture of a dude who will show this and that, whatever, right?
Right.
And they're getting attention for that moment and they're cool with that. They're not trying to get money off it. Because there's people like that too. But then if they're doing it constantly, eventually, I feel like the goal is they're trying to get all that attention just so they could get paid in the future.
And I think that's
same thing with people like what we're doing this like podcasts and shit, bro. I would not mind. I love look, and I'm saying, look, I would not mind, bro, if we're doing this podcast. I love doing this shit, and I would not mind getting paid to do something that I love to do. And I love doing different shit. I'm getting paid for being a barber. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love to do that shit. So at the end goal, if you're good at something, you know what I'm saying, and what you will be dumb not to try to get paid off it if you're good at it.
But certain things though can you can be good at it, but is it healthy? You know what I mean?
Nobody said it was ever healthy.
Is it mentally healthy? Is it good for society?
Yo,
Because,
Brian, what if they was like, yo, if you smoke, let me see, if you smoke 10 packs a day, we'll give you $1 million. Is it healthy?
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
No, but I'm just saying people would still do it because
there's people that still do that stuff.
Let me ask you a crazy ass question, and you're gonna know the answer to it as soon as I ask you the question.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will. If some media company came up to you, right, and said, hey, if you let us film your whole life, every second of your living, like the way you live, you know what I'm saying, your lifestyle,
right,
we'll give you $15 million. Just throw $15 million out there.
I mean,
right? Every second, like when you go poop, when you go to sleep, when you wake up, when you brush your teeth, when you do all that, they're filming you, but they'll give you $15 million, right? They're like, we'll give you $15 million straight up. Cash money. Just let us do this for as long as we want. Would you do it?
It depends.
But it depends
on the terms and conditions.
What's the terms and conditions? But you'll still let them do it though, right?
If it's for, like, for example, if it's low key, something that's a study or something like that, yeah, I would.
Well, that's bullshit because
because look, man, I'm telling you, if it's a study, if it's like a human study,
it don't matter what you call it, a study, an experiment, or whatever.
I wouldn't do it like, let's say MTV was doing a show. No, because the way that they're like portraying people's lives is not good. It's all negative. It's all like fighting. It's all drama. But you're getting paid for it. But I can't do something like that.
Apart from you, there's a billion other people.
Yeah, man, there's people out there that will do it, like Jersey Shore. You know, that's a perfect example. But, I mean, they got rich. They're rich now. They have money. They have good lives. But the things that they sacrificed and went through, I mean,
you know what's crazy?
People like seeing it, but they would be like, nah, I would never do that.
You know what's crazy?
It's like, but if they see people doing something that, you know, people want to do, they'll be like, yeah, that's cool. Or if it was like a study where it was like low key and no drama, people would be like, yeah, I'll probably do that. But would you do what, like the Jersey Shore? Would you do a show like that?
Something? I mean, I want to say Jersey Shore, but you want me to tell you something? People already do that shit today without getting paid. Without getting paid $15 million.
Exactly.
You know why? People already get on Snapchat. People already do this. But if money was ever to be offered to get a little bit more and invade their privacy, people would do that in a heartbeat. A good percentage of people would not care.
Yeah, I would care.
I mean, you would care, I would care too, but there's a lot of people who won't even give a fuck.
Yeah, man, that's not what it should be about,
you know what I mean?
In my opinion.
So everybody's chasing something, especially now.
Hold up, let me give a big to that. You know, if someone said, hey, do you want to do a show for $50 million and it's gonna be like the Jersey Shore, I'll be like,
oh boy. Hey, you never know. I mean, I think you say no now, but if someone ever offers it to you and shows you the cash money, oh man, I'm telling you, bro. But anyway, man, this.
Oh wait, man. I know this is probably super old, but speaking of like kind of like putting your life out there, did you ever heard about that one story about the mother that was using her daughter as like basically like saying that she had all these medical conditions?
Oh, you're talking about that one show. What was that show called? Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about, right? She had like the girl had the mental issues in her.
No, she didn't have any issues
no,
at
she
all.
didn't. Her mom was saying
that she had.
That reminded me of a little bit of what Eminem used to say in his raps, as far as his mom saying that he was sick, but he really wasn't.
Exactly, like something like that.
But that's insane.
That's also
that's another thing with I gotta go back and watch that Joker movie. That's why this poster is here right now.
Well, show the people. I don't think people can see it. Can they see it?
I mean, they could see it. They could see it. It's right there. I ain't gonna move it.
They're like, I can see his head.
Hey, yeah, that's all I need to see.
All right, but listen, that is crazy to me. How a mother could do that. You know, it goes back to the same thing. Like, you know, it's like selling your soul almost. You know, or like just letting people take over your life. It's just like, it's not worth it, you know. But like you said, some people don't care, man. And this was a mom doing it to her daughter.
Yeah,
you know.
Care, man.
She was using her daughter, you know.
And that happens. As bad as it sounds, man, it happens every day. Yeah. There's kids who get abused every day because of the parents. You know what I'm saying? Their parents sometimes give control to other people to, you know what I'm saying, to do whatever they want with their own kids, and it's fucking disgusting.
Like Michael Jackson, you know, kids going with him on tour, and you know.
But I ain't gonna. I mean, that's kind of weird, but I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna say, oh, he did and he didn't do it, because I have no idea.
No, maybe let's just take out the weird stuff, but let's just talk the real facts. The real facts are that he was taking little boys on tour with him. That's a fact. That's not like no one's hiding that. That's real.
There's so many reasons.
Everyone acknowledges
There's so many reasons that we don't know if it's true or not. For example, he never really had a childhood.
Yeah,
he wanted to feel like he was a kid.
We could bring up stuff like that, but the point is that there's like, all right, for example, like let's just say, who's your favorite rapper right now? Who's one of your top you know artists right now that you would be like off the rip?
I mean, I know what you're gonna say. I mean, whoever it is, you know.
No, but just bring it up. Just say whoever. Who's your favorite rapper?
Let's throw J. Cole.
All right, J. Cole. All right, let's say J. Cole was bringing not little boys, but let's say little girls with him on tour. And
why don't you just use R. Kelly? Because I mean, R. Kelly's a perfect example. He actually did it.
Well, let's just say R. Kelly.
Because he actually did it.
But wait, not R. Kelly, because his is a different case. He was having sex with girls at like when they were like 13, 14.
Okay, but nothing's being suspected. It just seems questionable.
No, with R. Kelly, it was definitely he was definitely doing it.
I'm saying it hypothetically speaking.
But yeah, because the thing is, some people think Michael Jackson didn't do it. He wasn't touching little boys.
All right, so let's put J. Cole in there.
Sorry, J. Cole. I mean,
we don't want to use you. I'm sorry. You just want.
But we're just using him because you're one of your top guys right now. So let's just say he was on tour, like for like 5 years, bringing little boys with him, or little girls with him, for like a week. You know, and it's different, and it's constantly. You know, it's consistent. Every tour he goes on, he's bringing a little girl or some little boys. That's just weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
I think it's like weird for a grown man to be hanging out with a little kid. You could use that excuse of childhood, but mentally...
We're going to make this even more complicated. What if the little kid just was his nephew? Or what if it was his niece? Yeah, he brings them on tour all the time.
But no.
But you're just talking about random people.
No, we have to use the example of Michael Jackson, because that's what we're talking about.
Exactly. True.
We can't. Michael Jackson wasn't bringing his nieces or nephews. He was bringing random kids that loved him So he was kind of abusing that love, that trust in a way.
I mean, I'm not. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to like go about that, saying what he did.
So forget that he was touching little boys or just the fact that he was doing that. It's just weird.
Yeah.
You know, right off the bat.
Constantly too. Like that's kind of, you know what I mean. It'll be different if he was like, hey, every month I'm gonna do this tour for the kids or something. So,
right.
You know what I mean?
Something like that, or like.
And he made a song for the kids. I understand what you're saying.
And then on top of that, and then you look at it and you're like, all right, well, you know, let's just forget that. But then you're like, wait a minute, but this guy dyed his skin, had plastic surgery.
But yeah, there's reasons behind that.
They say, you see what I'm saying? They give you like an excuse for everything. It's almost like an excuse. It's like, oh, but he didn't have a childhood. Oh, but his father beat him. So he hates black people and he hates black skin.
What's the difference? What's the difference? Say if he did something negative, there's an excuse for that too. People use anything negative, and they will still use that as an excuse against you.
And then also on top of that, let's just switch it to a positive thing. They're saying that they also try to bring him down because he owns so much. You know what I mean? Yeah,
true. That's another one. But I don't think that's so positive. That's still messed up. What somebody.
Well, positive is like that he owns so much. That's pretty. That's pretty good.
That's positive, and then people try to bring you down. I got you.
You know what I mean? So it's just like the abuse, man. The abuse.
I mean, it's an oxymoron with a lot of things. For example, man, bourbon is so good. It's like I love the taste of bourbon, but if you keep drinking enough of it, like consistently, you know what I mean, you're gonna fuck up your liver.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a yin and yang. Will you agree that everything has a yin and yang?
Yeah, I agree.
So something could be good for you 50%, and then something could be bad for you 50%. That's what it is. That's life right there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Ding ding, yep. If I was in a game show, I would have got that shit correct.
But I like that, man. I like that we were.
Man, you like that so much, I think you're gonna get it tattooed on you, huh? Yeah. Alright, that's a bad one. No, wasn't it? Alright. Damn.
Wait,
have you heard
that? Have you ever? I've never. Man, this is a good sound because I've never heard anyone fart like that.
I heard a couple.
Man. There's this documentary I just saw on HBO.
Yeah,
it's about this guy named Diego Maradona.
Who is that? Who is that for people who don't know who that is?
He's regarded as one of the, if not the best player to ever play soccer.
And what year did he play soccer? Or is he currently playing soccer?
He's not. He's like 60 right now.
Okay. And so he had to play like in the early 19.
Yeah, like 90, like 80s actually.
80s.
80s.
Okay,
80s was his prime.
Yeah.
So this guy, like, just to put it in a short story, this guy, he's a poor kid from Argentina.
Okay.
He ends up going to Italy, and to play the best soccer he ever played, and he won a World Cup with his country, Argentina. He won many titles with the club he was playing for in Italy. But where things get interesting is that this guy was getting treated like a god at some point. You know what I mean? At his prime, he was getting treated like a god. He was getting offered everything. So he was getting offered so much that he ended up getting offered cocaine. You know, he got offered drugs.
Man, obviously, if you're gonna be like, if you're gonna be such a big name or be rich, people are gonna offer you negative shit too.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this world, it can be cruel. Like you said, a yin and yang. You could have.
You didn't have to be probably as big as he was. People offer you cocaine.
Exactly. But at this point, this dude is like a god in the city. You know what I mean? Literally. But the thing is, at that point, is also where the Italian mob was still active. Mm-hmm. So he gets associated with the mob just to kind of get protection. And just because the mob is powerful, he's powerful, just powerful people just kind of, come together. Yeah. But anyway, he gets offered drugs, he gets offered all this stuff, and it kind of brings him down. Like, it knocks him down. Not because he wanted to, but just because
That was part of.
It was part of his life, you know. Life kind of took him down.
The lifestyle.
The lifestyle. It brings him all the way up. It takes him all the way down.
But that was his own decision at the end of the day. Because
you're right.
At the end of the day, you have your own self control. It's up to you what you do and you don't do.
But then again.
But it's hard because temptation's a bitch.
No, but then again, the people have the power too. You know, the fans, the people, like they give you the power, they also take it away. So this guy, you know, he was basically regarded as the best, but at one point he was hated also.
Yeah.
So he goes into this city being loved, treated like a god. Eventually, he ends up leaving, being hated by the city, the same city that, you know, loved him. He leaves being hated. You know, and not just by the city, as you know, a lot of the world kind of didn't like him either, just because the way he was. But my point is, like the same way that you know you can make it to the top, people could also bring you all the way down.
Of course.
You know, and where things get interesting is because
the bigger you get, the taller. They say the taller you are, the harder you fall. Same thing. The bigger you get, the harder you fall. It don't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, and that kind of like. It kind of touched me a little bit just because it's weird how our society is, you know what I mean?
More money, more problems.
More money, more problems, and I don't know, man. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad because you don't want to see that. You know, nowadays you really don't see that though, you know?
Yeah, true.
Like back in the day you had your Michael Jacksons, you had, you know,
but I think
even your like, you know, if you want to go all the way back, you even had guys like what's his name? Can't think of his name right now. Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same thing. It's just like I think it's like a back in the day kind of thing where
it's still going on now.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think they
how
get
you gonna
knocked
tell
down.
me it's not going like that now?
You think so?
Yeah, we're just seeing like the peak of it. People are on the rise, but you don't think a lot of the people that are on the rise right now, a good percentage of them, and I don't want to like, you know what I'm saying, pass no bad voodoo on anybody or whatever.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, it's gonna happen. A lot of them are gonna fall victim to their own success.
But the way I see it is we don't have that many stories like that anymore because I feel like things change, man. Things
Look at
change.
Tekashi. That's like we were just talking about him.
But he's a little different.
No, but it don't matter. He got super successful and he fucked up. He fell victim to his own
so
success.
You think he does have talent? Let's break it down.
He has talent to the point that he's entertaining.
He's entertaining.
That's his talent. Rapping.
But he's not actually talented.
Rapping.
Or is he?
Rapping to me is not his. It wasn't his talent.
It was more the fact that he could like entertain people.
Yeah, it was just entertaining. He was a troll and people found him entertaining. The rise and fall. Every empire has a rise and fall. You know what I mean? That's how it is. People don't. It's like if you're a drug dealer, a lot of the drug dealers, they don't know when to stop. You know what I'm saying? They never stop when things are already good. They want to make it even better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of drug dealers just get caught and then they fall. Feel me? People don't know how to stop at the peak, at the prime. Boxing. Look at Mayweather. Mayweather's a perfect example right now.
Do you think he's a perfect example of someone that knows how to stop?
Actually, I'm even going to use Mayweather.
Because,
I'm not going to use Mayweather. I'm going to use Andre Ward. He's another successful boxer. He beat everybody he had to beat, for example. Mm-hmm. And then he stopped. He reached his prime, and then he stopped. That's what people need to do. I feel like in life, like, you shoot for the stars, but do it the right way, as long as you're not doing anything negative. Because then you won't fall if you keep shooting for the stars. But if you see you're doing stuff in a little bit negative way, you feel me, and you feel like you know you're going to get in trouble if you keep going, it's just better if you stop while you know what I'm saying?
While you're high.
Yeah, stop while you're high. Stop while things is good. You're like, you know what, I ain't going to get caught with nothing or nothing bad. I'm cool right now. Let me just chill and take my vision or talents elsewhere. Let me take a right on this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of keep going on that same path that you know eventually is gonna fuck you up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I think about that, bro. For real.
But the thing is, like,
by no means I'm saying don't like. I'm not saying stop elevating yourself. Elevate yourself to your fullest potential, but just do it the right way.
No, you're right. Do it the right way.
That way you don't have to stop.
No, but the thing is, all these people, what they have in common, you know, even though it kind of hurts a little bit, you know, all these people, what they have in common is when I'm talking about all these people, I'm talking about Diego Maradona, I'm talking about Michael Jackson, Harvey Weinstein, you know, Bill Cosby. All these people had great legacies. But like, they built their way up. People loved them. But the thing is, bro, they chose the wrong thing to do. Hey. So it's like, it's weird because you love these people, but they're doing bad things. You know, it's not like they're not doing bad. They're doing bad things. Harvey Weinstein was, you know, raping women. Bill Cosby was putting girls to sleep. Michael Jackson was touching little boys. Diego Maradona, he was, you know, engaging in drug activity.
You know what's a perfect example of?
And Tekashi 6ix9ine, he's not. I don't think he falls in that category because his story wasn't anything special to me. The fact that he was a hot artist, he's entertaining.
Still, he's a public figure. You're a public figure no matter what. If you're a public figure, you're a public figure. Like, it doesn't matter what you do different.
But he wasn't doing nothing positive. His impact, I don't think it's gonna be as deep.
Look at let's take Kanye West for an example.
Yeah.
Kanye West started where he started. He kept going up, going up. It's depending on your maneuvers. Then he felt himself kind of tilting, like, oh shit, I'm about to fall. Let me chill out.
Yeah.
Let me. It's okay to take a step back in your success.
Right.
It's not like you're gonna fall if you take a step back. So took a step back and shit, and then he readjusted. He switched his focus. He's doing the Sunday service thing. You know, been working on the album, doing all this. But he didn't fall, but he was close. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of people don't know how to hit the brakes.
I mean, it's a little different, I think, when it comes to Tekashi, because his style is not going to be, it's not a real big impact, you know what I mean?
It's not an impact to you.
But the thing is, like, I'm talking about a society, you know what I mean? Michael Jackson impacted, Bill Cosby impacted.
But he's impacting the society.
Tekashi?
Yes, in a negative way, but he's still...
Oh, in a negative way, yeah, but...
It don't matter, though, if it's a negative impact or positive impact. At the end of the day, it's still an impact.
So you think his impact will last a long time?
It's been lasting a long time. That's the crazy thing about it. You know what I mean? Trolling's been lasting a long time. Now, that impact already was there. He just heightened it.
Yeah.
And now look at this new impact he's coming with. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
That's snitching.
Yeah, man, it's an impact no matter what, no matter how you paint it. You feel me? It's still a painting. If it's a bad painting or a good painting, it's still a painting.
Either way, it's,
you know what I mean?
Game over for that dude,
bro. So
no, but for real, can we call it right now? Can we say it's game over, or do you think it's just starting?
It's been game over as far as I look at him, but other people are gonna give him the thumbs up.
Hey, he got a deal.
He got a deal. Is it really game over? We got a deal. I'm gonna look at him for what he did. Game over for me, as far as I look at him. You know what I'm saying? My perception of him. But everybody else might think different, man.
I don't have, man. I had his music on my phone. I don't have it no more.
Yeah.
I can't listen to that. You know, I just, like I said, it was trendy at the moment, but I can't listen to that dude, man. There's some people that were vibing off of him real hard, and I'm good.
I'm cool on that.
I'm cool on that, dude. Hey, you like my jacket though?
Yo, Columbus Crew, that's a fresh jacket
Columbus
right there.
Crew right there.
Yo, I heard they got a new stadium out here.
We're getting a new stadium.
Is it already finished or no?
No, they're projecting like 2021.
2021.
It's gonna be ready, open for the public.
Okay.
And they just had the groundbreaking ceremony. I think it was a day ago.
Okay.
No, it was yesterday. Today's Friday, right? Yeah, it was yesterday. It was Thursday. So. Yeah, they're gonna have that.
That's hype, man. I'm happy. I'm happy for Columbus, man. Like a lot of growth, man. A lot of stuff going on all sides. I thought at first I was just on one side, but now it's everywhere, man. It's east side of town, east side, west side, south side, and north side. There's a little something going on in each side, man, and that's beautiful, man. I love to see the city grow, bro.
The city is growing. There's a lot of construction going around for the better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like we got to keep up. You know, Columbus is a city that
is growing.
You know, it's growing.
People sleep on it a lot, man. Even the people who live here. I used to be one of those people back in the day. I used to sleep like crazy on Columbus, but man. It's just a beautiful thing that's happening now, man. I like completely look at it like, wow, this is where dreams are gonna come true. This is where we're gonna make things happen, man, for sure.
Yeah, man, it's lovely, yo. I love seeing everything come to fruition. We're getting a new soccer stadium. Arena district is looking nice. Short North looks
Short
great.
North growing and stuff.
I mean,
Even Franklinton, the bottoms, that's growing too.
They're growing, so
it's crazy.
They're
man.
cleaning up, and things are getting better, man.
That's what it is, bro. Hey, give a round of applause for Columbus real quick, man. You know what I mean?
Let's give a round of applause.
Yes, sir. Man, that's a big ass delay, man. That's how slow people are right now, man. Columbus, that's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How are you feeling on that bourbon?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good. Oh shit, nah, I haven't burped yet. I ain't belching yet. You know what I'm saying? The bourbon is good though, but hey,
are we gonna pour another cup?
I already poured myself another cup, man. I thought you was babysitting,
No,
bro.
I'm good, man. This is good stuff. You know, what is it? Buffalo Trace?
Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So what do you do as far as, I know you want to come out with your own bourbon stuff, but not like your own bourbon, but your own bourbon podcast, your video where you
No, not even my own bourbon. This is the podcast. There's no other podcast.
No, but what's up? What's going on? Like, what's so special about this drink? What caught your attention? What made you?
Man, bourbon's a gentleman's drink.
You think so?
I feel like any brown spirit, you could just sip it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to really rush it. You could just sip it.
Right.
And it's one of those things where, you know, when you're younger, you don't care what you drink. You don't really pay attention. You're like, oh, I guess you fucked up. Let me drink it. I'm going to get fucked up.
Right.
But if you know what I'm saying, the older you get, you start, you know what I'm saying, you start realizing stuff. Just like life, you start realizing stuff.
Start appreciating
you start
the
appreciating
process,
the finer things.
The smoothness of things, you know.
Yeah. Exactly, bro, and like that's what it is, man. That's what happened with me, cause I mean, I used to drink vodka, I used to drink tequila like crazy, I used to do all this, but now, man, bourbon is my drink of choice as far as liquor goes. I love beer too, but
but bourbon is the
tier,
it's the top tier of your.
For me,
yeah.
Everybody has
top level.
Everybody has their preference and stuff, man. So for sure. You know what I mean? Bourbon is that thing for me. I got like a bunch of bourbons and I'm not gonna stop. You know what I mean? It's gonna keep going and stuff. But this episode is brought to you by, again, Buffalo Trace. And,
Buffalo Trace, go ahead.
Sponsor us. Not Woodford. Man, that's another one. I got a crazy ass Bourbon, but Weller's Reserve. I also got Woodford Reserve Master's Class. That shit's hard as fuck to get, but anyway.
Why is it?
It's just hard, man. You could barely find that shit at the bar. If they have it at the bar, it fucking goes for probably like shit. I want to say
$40
$40
a glass.
$40 a pour. So I mean, it's expensive shit, man. I'm telling you. So y'all got any bourbon questions for me and shit? Feel free to ask me. DM. We're gonna start. We already got the new IG. We're gonna start posting way more. I'm gonna start posting. Brian's gonna start posting. We're gonna make sure everything is looking nice. We're gonna hopefully upload this podcast up on YouTube. We wanna get the YouTube thing going. So we're really trying to get the ball rolling with this and everything. Try to make something happen. We're gonna try to have more guests eventually and stuff, and go from there. I wanted to interview your sisters, actually, bro, because they got the Cat and Yen show. So shout out to them. They're on YouTube.
Shout out to Cat and Yen.
Yes, sir. I mean, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's just dope. So I'm trying to have them on the show. I told the boy Drew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was gonna talk shit about him on the podcast because he a bitch ass dude, but it's cool. You know.
Calm down.
He a bitch ass dude.
Hey, take the bourbon away from him. Hide the Buffalo Trace. Just bring it down.
No, that's my boy, man. That's my boy, but he could be a bitch ass dude.
We should do something as far as like sports go, you know, sports wise.
Right now, all right.
For the sports followers out there, I'm a soccer guy. I can speak about soccer all day, so we'll get into that eventually.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that eventually. I'm a wrestling guy and boxing guy. You know what I'm saying? Some UFC as well. So we're gonna talk about.
Drew can talk about cornhole.
Yeah,
he can bring out the cornhole.
And what is it? Mini golf.
Mini golf.
Yeah.
You know, little things like that. You know, cute sports.
I think like thumb war.
Yeah,
thumb war or something. That's the type of stuff he's into. It's kind of weird.
Tic-tac-toe is one of the biggest things going on in his life. I think he's joining a tic-tac-toe tournament.
I think he likes hide and seek because he's always scared to come. He's always scared to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So cornhole, tic-tac-toe, and mini golf. He loves that.
Those are his things. Go to.
Yeah.
For sure. But anyway, you could catch us. New IG is Rosas Cut Podcast. No underscores.
No underscores, no nothing. Just straight to the point.
Yes, sir. And what's your plug-in, Brian?
You can find me at Brian MRDGZ at Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, mine is Rosa_Cuts. And just be sure to hit us up, man, on the podcast page. Hit us with some questions. If y'all got any questions or whatever, we'll be happy to answer them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fuck with us, that's what's up. If y'all don't, throw us in the trash, but then you're gonna realize you should have took us out the trash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got some good smelling shit out here. You know what it is, yo.
Hey,
this
how
is
you doing?
Rosas Cut Podcast, baby.
What's up, President Obama? How you doing?
Oh, President Obama, we gotta go. Wrap.
All right, it's a wrap.